It is now safe to turn on the hype. Once again, I would like to thank our good old friend MaestroDraven for this amazing track. Thank you so much. Sounds great. This one is called Dilapidated Town from Streets of Rage. Awesome game, by the way. Today's sponsor shall be Wolfus Engelmann, the traditional lager beer. It'll be accompanying me throughout this stream Hopefully I won't get buzzed. Though if I don't get buzzed, this beer really has some problems. So we're gonna start, actually. We're gonna start with a game that I talked about not too long ago. And that will be our good old friend Serious Sam. Let me just turn that sumbitch on. Yeah, I only got one can of beer. That shit's expensive, dude. I wish I could afford more, but I'm not exactly in a position to afford stuff. Let's see, can we get some video in here, please? Please? There we go. Nice. Thank you, OBS. You don't disappoint me yet. I gotta say, it does taste pretty good, though. Anyway, I believe this game is a bit loud. Let me change that a little bit. It should be a bit better. Change a few things here and there. I like to play these kind of games kind of loud, because why not? It makes sense. It's all action and shit, so it's gotta be loud. If it ain't loud, it ain't cool. Let me take one more sip. And let's get to the action. Hopefully, my greatest arch nemesis, shaky microphone, will not get involved this time, but you never know. Shaky microphone likes to be a dick at the worst of times. Can you see everything okay? Can you hear everything okay? Very important to know before we actually start, because you can still change the settings. All good. Alright, let's do it. So I have all of the levels unlocked. We're gonna play this on, let's play it on hard mode. Let's turn on some switches. Let's go for infinite lives, and that is that. Well, actually you can turn on speedrun mode too, because that turns off a random element. But that's all we need. That is all we need for this campaign. I keep forgetting that it doesn't actually have an intro for some reason. That's weird. After a hard-fought battle, you finally reached the Temple of Ptah, here in Memphis. The artifact of Who Gives a Shit should be up on the altar ahead. Grab it and we'll continue north. We need to find out why there's so many of Mental's troops coming from the direction of Alexandria. They seem to be fairly organized. Since you're wounded, see if you can find some health nearby. Sure. Maybe I should change my looks. This doesn't look too good. Where can I change that? Here we go. Minotaur Mike? No way. Let's be Pirate Pete. Pirate Pete is good. Oh. I guess I gotta die or maybe restart the campaign to be Pirate Pete. Well, we can still do that. I mean, it's still just a start. Switches. Start. I wanna be Pirate Pete. There we go. Pirate Pete. That's much better. So you start with your fists and some pistols. Pistols are of course infinite ammo, because of course. And the rest, well, it's like Hammer Watch, but with Serious Sam. I don't know, I kinda like it, but it's kinda short, dude. Like I said back in Project Eden, your mileage is definitely gonna vary, because you gotta be a fan of Serious Sam to actually get the most out of this. Because it's not just the campaign that you're going for, it's also all the shitty jokes and, well, just the action, really. If you like Hammer Watch and Serious Sam, you'll get your mileage pretty easily. Other than that, though, you probably want to stay away. It's a little short. I guess they want you to get into the modding community and everything, get custom campaigns and shit, but I feel that's kind of a cop-out. I mean, they could make bigger campaigns.
Shotgun. Next to my guns, this is what I'm used to.
You also got this rolling mechanic, which is great, but unless you upgrade it, it's kind of annoying at times, because you want to roll, but they ain't got no stamina. Ow. If you don't remember these frogs, well, if you ever played the second encounter, you will, because they were pretty popular back then. And they were also very fucking annoying. But that's kind of a bread and butter of Serious Sam games. Enemies annoying in Serious Sam? You don't say! That's pretty much the idea. It's always been. I probably shouldn't be using the shotgun, but I don't give a shit. It's only the first level. What are we gonna do? Kill me? You know what would be interesting to see? A speedrun with no damage of one of the other Sam games. Because that would be something to behold. Okay. Oh, you can kind of... Oh wait, never mind. I thought you could right click and just quickly switch weapons, but no. No, it just was doing something else entirely. So here's some shells. And here's some whatever they're called. I call them frogs too, because they kind of look like it, but they're not supposed to be that. Oh yeah, by the way, unless you're playing on serious mode, don't bother with these crabs. The crabs don't do anything. Only on serious mode do they actually do anything worth a damn, but even then, not really worth it. They hardly help. Like, they hardly give you any XP. Which is really weird to grasp for a serious Sam game. Getting XP, it just doesn't feel quite right. Maybe I should just get myself infinite upgrade points and just go with that. Nah. I'll do that after this, actually. What's the deal with the crabs? On serious modes, they turn blue and they're actually aggressive, so it's actually worth killing them because they also give you XP. But normally, when you're not on serious mode, it's just not worth the hassle because they don't do anything, they don't even give XP. It's just a waste of time. I don't think they even fight you, actually. I'm gonna need that keycard, boy. Boy! There you go. Yes, you did. I like how you get the laser cannon so early. We barely even left the starting area and already I got the laser cannon. In the third game, the laser cannon is so damn hard to get a hold of. It's like a secret or something. I don't get what the deal with that is. Do you like your Doom-esque keycards, by the way? I sure do. Oh wait, I got a level up. Let's try leveling up. What I could use? What could I use? Look at all these fucking things you can unlock. There's way too many things you can unlock. Way too many things. You're never gonna unlock everything, unless you cheat. I need something that makes me go faster. Yes, this will work. Sort of. I mean, I can't tell the difference, but it probably helps.
Sledgehammer.
I'm playing Series M3 at the moment. Spoiler alert! And I do like my Doom-ass keycards. Wait, what did I spoil? Alright, the laser cannon. Well, don't worry, because laser cannon, as far as I know, only shows up like twice in the entire game. But that's from my knowledge, and they're always in secret locations. I know there's one behind the wall that you need to break down, close to some boss. Very early in the game, actually. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, fucking shit! I got caught at a bad time. I was reloading and I was low on HP. Never a good time. You know what? Fuck it. I want my infinite whatevers. How do I do this thing? Oh, eat cheats. Okay. True. Do true. Okay, it's true now. Give. What the fuck was it again? Perks? Okay, well, how about help? Question? Fuck. I forget what. Oh, here we go. Got some commands. But I can't see every one of them. God damn it. How do I scroll for this shit? Shit. Hold on, I need to look this up. Bogus detour cheats. I mean, I like playing this on, well, normally without cheating, but god damn it, I just don't like playing this legit. It takes too damn long. Like it's a little too much effort for me to just get all the perks that I want, because I can never get. Wasn't it just give stars or something? Let me see.
Hi there. Seems like you're looking for some cheats for games.
Shut up! I'm not looking for cheats. What the fuck was that? Hi there. It seems like you're looking for some cheats. Fuck you! You don't know my life. I'm not looking for anything. God damn it! These fucking pages are so intrusive nowadays. That was fucking beautiful. I didn't even expect that page to have like a video that autoplays. I hate those kind of videos, but this time around it was great. Wait, what? Oh, that recharges my dash. That's good. I want that. That's good. Yes. Well, you can't get this part because you're using infinite cheats, infinite life thing, so that's fine. I'll just get everything real quick, because, man, who gives a shit? I'll show you that this is much better than you're just going like this. I don't know, I feel this is better, because you have everything you want right away, like in all other games, but at the same time it's better for some reason. I don't know. Like, I understand what they want to do. They want you to level up so that you would have a more challenging time. But, man, I don't care. I just want to shoot shit. Right, time to get my revenge. Here we go. This is so much better. I might be not the best way to go about it, but I don't care. So the plot here revolves around some strange goo that some of the monsters have made, which allows them to mutate. They don't really like the goo too much, but whatever. They use the goo to superpower some monsters and whatever. I don't care. Who gives a shit about the plot in Serious Sam of all games, anyway? It's not like it has riveting plot. And if you say it does, I'm afraid I will have to disagree. It just doesn't. Not that it needs interesting plot, it's just, you are a big bad motherfucker. Time to shoot some shit. That's all I need. Oh, secret boner man. Everyone's favorite. I believe there's some way to climb up here. Yes. Hey, that looks familiar. In a way, it does. In fact, this is somewhere where you want to go. It's fucking great. Hi there! It seems like you're looking for some cheats. Fuck you! No, I'm not. Don't tell anyone though. What kind of website does that, really? Like, come on. What do you care if I'm looking for some cheats? If I want some fucking cheats, that's my business, damn it. Bloody cheat websites, always trying to get the white man down, always talking shit to them. Oh shit! Nearly ran right into the kamikaze. That would have been dumb. Let me have a sippy. You know, I'm not regretting this purchase of this beer. I should get more later on. If I have the funds for it. Support my Patreon account so I can buy beer and get drunk on your expense. You know, I say that as a joke, but somebody probably has done that.
Tommy gun. This'll certainly speed things up.
Oh yeah, it will. So there's these panels that you need to shoot every now and then, which control doors. Some of them take a while to destroy, and they also spawn creatures while you're blowing them up, so just gotta watch out. They also shoot electricity everywhere, so if you get struck by that, you're gonna get a little stunned. And when you're stunned in this game, you're not allowed to shoot, and you move a little slower than usual. Probably something you wanna avoid at all costs, if you ask me. Oh yeah, this is so much better. You get your fucking serious damage. This is where the shit is at. Maybe I should try streaming Serious Sam 3. I think I still have it installed actually. That could be a thing, yes. That could be a thing I could try.
Fire and forget, but let's not forget the splash pad.
Maybe, actually, yeah, maybe I should do that. We'll see. I love how you can just roll like fucking Sonic the Hedgehog throughout the entire area. I don't give a shit. Can't wait for minigun though. Minigun is the best weapon. Ow. Ow. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna roll through all of these mines. Maybe they'll release more campaigns later on. That would be pretty cool if they did. I would approve of that very strongly. Like official campaigns, I should say. Because these guys did make a good campaign, it's just the problem is, it's short. That's my only complaint about it. Even with a secret level that you can unlock, it's not really long enough to warrant a 15 euro price tag in my eyes. In all honesty, we should have a Switch where you have all of the perks purchased already, because I like playing it like this. It's just like playing a classic Serious Sam game, except you already, well, what am I saying? Except you are playing in 2D rather than in 3D. It should have just made that instead. That would have worked so well. I think it would have gotten even better than what it is right now. Like, this game, from what I hear, has good reviews and good sales, but I think it could have been better if they just went with the traditional shoot shit formula. Imagine porn sites doing that. Oh damn, boy. That would be terrible. It's like you're looking up something and you have your Bluetooth speaker on and suddenly, hi there! It seems like you're looking to see some hardcore anal action across the entire fucking apartment block. God damn. I don't even know what to say. I'd freak the shit out. Ah, the city of Alexandria. It's a place where Alexandrians live in. And other things. Oh yeah, the same actually counts for citizens except for some parts. Like there are some citizens in this game that you can shoot at. It's a waste of time. You get nothing out of it. But the difference between them and the crabs is that on serious mode they don't actually turn aggressive. So they're always useless. That's about it. Oh, look at that. Level 2, we get the cannon. God damn. That's fucking fast. Cannon is like the last weapon you get in any other game. And here it's on the 2nd level. Somebody really wants you to get through this game fast. It's like it's intended to be speedrunned. You know, if that's the case, I guess it kinda works then. But, I don't know. I'm not sure how to feel about it. Exploding Gibbs equals exploding enemies. As one would expect. You know, I really feel like playing Sam 3 after this. I think I will do that. Because Sam 3 is a lot of fun. I'll never understand where people come from when they say, oh, it's too slow, I don't like it. It's supposed to be a little slower at the start, but I think it picks up just fine in terms of pace. Especially at the last level, there is like millions of fucking monsters, and the best tactic to do is actually not even fighting them, but just running through. Oh, spoiler alert, I guess. I mean, does it even count as a spoiler alert at this point? That game is several years old. I missed! God damn it. This is why you don't buy games at day 1 actually, now that I think about it. If I bought this at day 1 for the full price, I think I would have been disappointed. And a bit more unhappy about it. Oh! Why does everyone keep running at me with bombs in their hands? What's wrong with you people? It's like they want me dead or something, I don't get it. Here is Bull. Here, Big Bull. But is he big bullshit? That's up to you to decide. Yeah, with all the perks you get, it gets a little weird. I think the better thing now actually is having a switch, like a game mode, where you have most of the perks that make it feel like you're playing a classic Sam game, but without these other ones that are like you get extra damage the more things you kill in a row, or other stuff like that, because that kind of makes the game easy in some instances. Holy shit, it's the game Gallows! Hey, how you doing? Oh, don't worry, your messages are popping up. I can see it. What you drawing anyway? Holy shit, I've been blessed by celebrities all of a sudden. Fucking Game Gallows is here. How's it been, man? Haven't seen you around in a long time. Though, I did see the drawings. Pretty good stuff, man. Keep it up. as far as I'm concerned. I want to see more of that shit. If you see any flashes on the screen, that's just me alt-tabbing, because I don't have a multi-screen setup. I gotta alt-tab every time I want to see something on the chat. Kinda annoying, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Look at all these motherfucking frogs all of a sudden. At least they never get as obnoxious as we do in second encounter, because that game has a fuckload of frogs. At least 2 fuckloads of frogs. This is just like a handful of shit at best. I don't know about you, but measuring by shitloads and fuckloads seems more natural to me. Like, what the fuck is a meter? At least it's better than measuring by feet and inches. That just doesn't make any sense at all. Damn it, there's things going on in the chat, but I'm being attacked by stupid things on the screen. Hold on, I'm gonna read that shit as soon as I'm done killing and surviving. Of course, I could let myself get killed, but I don't want to do that. Like, that hurts, dude. Not that this is really hard at the moment. I mean, they're just dropping in a handful of weirdos at me. Come on, where are the hordes? Give me something special. Give me the good stuff. I'm falling asleep here. I probably should just switch to Sand Freight. I hope they're done already. I want to look at the chat. It's a lot more interesting than whatever's going on in this room. Seriously, they're dropping them way too slowly, even on hard mode. It's just not very challenging. Look, I can just shoot them while drinking my beer. I'm gonna drink my beer. And I can just shoot them while drinking my beer. This is supposed to be hard mode. Like, I understand, you're not supposed to be killing them with all the perks unlocked right away. That's the idea of their challenge. But, come on. This wasn't exactly challenging to begin with. Now let's have a look at that chat. I'm working on that SCP painting thing I started. Found out about that contest the site's having, so I'm hoping to get it done on time. Oh, they have a contest? I wasn't even aware. Wait, you guys quit? I thought you were just on a hiatus. Damn. Well, what can you do? I mean, if you had to do it, I'm not gonna object. Really sucks that you couldn't continue working on the channel though. I think you guys were having some actual good content and good growth too. Meanwhile, I'm just sitting here all by myself. I'm always unemployed, I got nothing better to do, so there you go, I'm just sitting here playing fucking games. Man, I can't wait to get employed. Jesus Christ, Lithuania really fucking sucks. I don't know what to tell you guys, Lithuania just sucks. But I think you knew that already, so I'm not really telling you anything new.
Know what? I can use this one to draw.
You really think that? Well, I can't say. I don't really know him well enough to be able to tell if he really hates you or not. I never really got that from him. I guess. Well, whatever. If he wants to be a player hater, that's on him. We don't give a shit. I got enough key cards to do what I want to do, so I'll just go do what I have to do. Very descriptive. Only in the DaGameTrain do we have the greatest descriptions. Go do and do, and hope it doesn't do you in. Dude, if you got all the perks good, I think you can kill these bosses so easily. Of course, all the bosses have some kind of a period where they like to put up a fake shield or something. I find that stupid. Just let me shoot the damn thing. He can summon his monsters all he wants, but let me shoot him. Like, that doesn't mean anything if he puts himself behind a shield or something. I still can kill him. I still have weapons. Oh, I died. Well, whatever. I'll just respawn. And again. Wait, why am I using the fucking cannon? I don't want to use this. Alright, I forgot. That's another thing I really don't like about this game. For some reason, whenever you die, you switch to your strongest weapon, or something of the sort. It really irritates me, because I just want to respawn with a minigun in my hand or something, but I keep respawning with a different weapon. God damn it, that's not what I was using. Well, dude, what can you do, really? Like, there isn't much you can do about it, man. If he thinks that way and he acts that way, well, like you said, you're only human. You're doing what you think is best for you, so if he thinks that's not okay for him, what can you do, really? You're not gonna fight against your own nature, because that would just be, well, stupid. You can't really fight against yourself. Dude, I don't get why you're using that U-Matrix privacy thing. Why do you have to be so paranoid, man? The CIA is not here, I'm sure of it. Why would CIA or KGB care about filthy shit-talkers playing shitty games? Or maybe that's what they want us to think. Ah, where is my tinfoil hat? Where did I drop it? Where's the tinfoil hat when you need it? It's never where you need it. Son of a bitch is never where you need it. I am Mr. Paranoia. Alright, if you say so. You know, I really have no idea what Manchurian means. I've seen that word around a few times, but I'm just not sure what it means. Could you explain to me what Manchurian means? I'd love to know.
Alright,
So I don't accidentally call someone like that and he tells me, dude, that's racist. I don't care about these fucking turtles, who gives a shit? This is so weird. You start out on the 3rd level with no weapons. That's like the late game thing, or a new area kind of a thing. They never do that in the middle of the same campaign. I don't know, Bogus Detour is really weird when it comes to classical gimmicks, if you can call them like that. It just goes all over the place with these. I don't mind them too much, because, well, I'm willing to accept some amount of bullshit, but it just feels weird at times.
Akimbo!
So, from what I understand, you just don't want to be a contrarian or something? Is that what it's supposed to mean?
On the other side of this bridge, a new life begins.
I mean, it kinda sounds like it. I wouldn't know. I am not a very intelligent person, after all. But that is okay. What can I do around here? I forget. Well, there's this cabbage monster, but I can just ignore him.
Wow, that is a lot of meat.
That is a lot of real meat. Shut the fuck up, Sam.
I'm gonna slice up those gnar bastards.
Conspiratorial dummy in a public office. Alright, I think I'm starting to understand now. Well, if you're gonna send me a link, could you send it on Twitter, actually? That way, it's not gonna be lost in the stream's chat. Because the stream, for some reason, doesn't save the chat. I don't get why, but it just does not. It doesn't like saving anything on this chat. And again, Twitch does the same thing. So I guess it's kind of commonplace for streams to do that. I don't know. Well, what good did that do? Oh, it opened the door. Well, whoop-de-fucking-do, I already broke through the door. Thanks! How about the switch that opens up the door that you already went through? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Department of Redundancy Redundant. Fucking piece of shit. I hope they get made redundant. Oh fuck. You know, there are some good things about this game. I like the music, and the sprite work is pretty good too. I think the music might be the strongest point of this game. They mix up some of the classic tunes with some new additions, and it really sounds good. I have no complaints about it. It really is mostly just gameplay that's a little unsatisfying about this game. Not too much. I mean, I get some enjoyment out of it, but only because I'm a fan of Serious Sam. For anyone else that's not quite on the same level, this is probably not worth the purchase. Might as well save the money for something else like coffee or some shit. I also like the new weapons that they added for Sam. Pretty nice weapons, though they're not exactly original. I've seen most of these before, mostly in Painkiller, oddly. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be, well, like a reference to something, or was it just a huge coincidence? I'll say it's a coincidence, it can't be real. So as far as I'm concerned, they really should remake Painkiller, and not the same way they did already. Like, take the originals and just make them a bit more HD, and that's it. No DLC, no bullshit. Wait a minute, where's my mouse pointing at? Here we go. It should be safe. Look up the Manchurian Candidate on the wiki to see the story. Oh. Oh, alright. Now I get what you mean. Gotcha. Yeah, I can see why you wouldn't want to be like that. It doesn't sound like a pleasant way to be, or to go. Well, I don't think it's ever pleasant to be brainwashed into being anything. Like, I like being myself, thank you very much. And if I have to filter myself, I don't really want to. I think I'll just pass. Because when you start filtering yourself, it just feels weird, like you don't even feel like yourself anymore. That's how I feel about it, at least. Where have I seen this scene of me shooting a big monster with a shotgun before? Oh yeah. Serious Sam 3. The game that I should be playing instead of this. God damn it. What am I doing? I can use this. This is better. It pierces. It pierces anus. As Jorgen would say, at least. That fucking bastard. How's the drawing going anyway? Have you played Unreal? Unreal Tournament? Or Unreal Worlds? Well, either way, no. I haven't played either one of those. I have seen Unreal Tournament quite a lot back in the youth, but I just never felt really interested in it. I wasn't really into tournament fighters before. Or like tournament shooters, I should say. And nowadays, I'm still not really into it. I mean, I like me some shooting up of people, but it just gets kind of annoying after a while, especially nowadays where most people are just not interested in having fun. Instead, they'd rather go for this fake fame and glory that doesn't even mean anything. I just don't get the point. Wait a minute, I need my gun. I forgot my gun. Hold on guys, let me roll the fuck out of there to pick up my gun. I think it's somewhere here. Yeah, here it is. Thank you. Single player FPS like Serious Sam, Quake, etc. Oh, just Unreal, the game prior to Unreal Tournament. Oh. I can't say I've ever heard of that actually. I've only heard of Unreal Tournament. I'm gonna need to look it up then. Actually, I could have sworn I've seen it just not long ago, like a couple of days or something. Unless I was thinking of something else. Whatever, I'll check it out anyway. It sounds interesting. Hey, this guy has my card. Give me my card, bitch! Thank you. Going safely through minefields. That's what pussies do. Just roll through that shit. I don't give a shit. What's it gonna do to me? I'll just pick up pills and shit. Okay, I gotta be honest, this beer is definitely better than the stuff I had in Denmark. Now I can finally see what people were saying when they said that Danish beer was kinda meh. It is kinda meh. I mean, it does the trick of whatever alcohol is supposed to do, just make you buzzed and stuff, but this one at least tastes good, and it doesn't really buzz you up that much. I'm still pretty good. That's the kind of beer I kinda like, actually. See, I don't really like getting drunk in the first place, but you know, whatever. It's a hot summer day. I'ma drink me some fucking beer, cause water is getting kinda old. Oh yeah, I should probably mention, in this level you can find these walls that you can crack open. They don't look like they're worth cracking open at first, but that's false. Behind some of them, you can find secret pages. If you collect all the pages, I think it's like 2 or 3, you get to unlock a secret level. I might be able to unlock it. I've seen one of the pages already. The odd thing is, if you already have unlocked the level, you still have to find the pages in the regular campaign to get to the secret level. I don't get why. I mean, I already have a fucking level unlocked, just let me go there already. No need for this arbitrary bullshit again. I'll take it the first time, but the second and third? No thanks, I'm just not feeling up for it. Then again, I tend to be kind of lazy, but that's besides the point.
This one is a little bit more, shall we say, explosive.
Please don't shoot me while I'm looking at the chat. Fucking assholes. I should actually look at other things too, cause gotta be on top of my stream game. Gotta make sure that everything is running smooth, cause as far as I'm concerned, something always happens while streaming. Something always goes to shit. So you gotta make sure that everything's fine. Let me just shoot some shit. So anyway, Jeremy, how's that drawing going, by the way? Haven't seen you draw for a while. I figured you probably just took a break or something. The decryption key is behind that door. Yes, indeed. I'll pick it up soon. Hey, is that a minigun I can take? Oh yeah, that's much better. Minigun is better. Not the shitty Tommy gun. Tommy gun is for old geezers. Tommy gun is for Italian old geezers who can't even pronounce words correctly, so we have to have subtitles with them all the time. Screw those people. If you can't talk, don't fucking talk. That's what I say. But I only say that when I'm feeling particularly dickish. Oh, it's this place where all the fucking golems start to show up and be annoying. Loving it. Just like McDonald's. I'm loving it. Except I don't. McDonald's is fucking garbage, dude. Like, come on. I think I've been to McDonald's like one time and it was a disappointment. It sucked greatly. Well, not entirely. I mean, it was edible, but it was not something that's worth loving it. In a way, this game is kind of like McDonald's. It's alright, but you're not gonna love it. If I ever do make that review for this game, it's gonna be that fucking tagline for this. It's like McDonald's. I wonder what the devs would say to that. They'd probably be a little annoyed by it. How dare this guy say it's like McDonald's? Fuck him. What an asshole. How dare you shit talk about a beautiful game? What a prick. Like, jeez Louise, what a fucking ass. Well, fuck them. Hey, is that a part I need? Yes. Nice, I got the double shotgun, the super shotgun. About fucking time. I know you can get it earlier, but I somehow missed it. Probably because I didn't care enough to pay attention to where it exactly it's supposed to be, but whatever. I don't get why you run so much faster when you're on fire. Is that supposed to signify something? I don't know. Chat doesn't want to work. Man, that's so weird. Why does the chat never work on this damn thing? I gotta do something about this. Maybe I should just move to Twitch. Seriously, that's fucking weird. It should work just fine, but then again, it somewhat doesn't surprise me. I mean, this is YouTube, where most of the time nothing works as it really should. I especially love when you go to edit a video, and that counts as a view, even though you haven't even looked at the video or even started loading it. God damn it, YouTube. Piece of shit. Balls and lava golems. This is starting to look a little reminiscent of the classical Sam, but I'm still not quite pleased. My highbrow taste for classic shoot the shit out of everything is not being satisfied. That's what some people would say. I'm pretty sure. It's a painting, not a drawing. There's a difference. It's coming along, I think. Don't know if it'll win anything, but I'm having fun, so far, man, I think this beer is starting to get to me. Well, I wouldn't really know what the big difference is between paintings and drawings, so excuse me if I get the terminology wrong, but hey, I'm glad to hear that you're having fun out of it. I mean, does it really matter if it wins anything? As long as you're enjoying yourself, I think that's all you need. Like shit, I've been on YouTube, I've been making videos for almost 6 years now. It hasn't been very successful, as you can probably tell, but I don't care. I love this shit. That's all I need. As long as somebody's watching, I'm happy. I'm not gonna say though that winning is not important. Of course winning is important to some degree, but it's not super important. I think just having a good time is the most important thing. And if you get to win while doing that, well damn, it's like a bonus. It's like if you get payday and then the boss is like, you know, you don't suck at all. Have some extra. It's always a pleasant feeling to accomplish something. Yeah, I'm not even making this up actually. I started in 2012, dude. It's almost 6 years, dude. When are we gonna celebrate the 10-year anniversary? And are we going to have beer and fucking hookers and shit? We gotta have some super meetup if that ever happens. Get some beer, some vodka, some hookers. Get ourselves a good old time. 10 years anniversary of fucking around and being fucking shit. I mean, who cares? But seriously, it does annoy me a lot when there's people on YouTube who are like, oh, I'm only successful because of my search engine optimization. I'm only successful because I'm gaming the system. Shut the fuck up. I hate that shit so much. And I also hate when people are like, oh, I'm not funny. You don't know that though, do you? Like you can't exactly judge yourself on how funny or not funny you are. I personally never really thought of myself as a funny person, as hard as it may be to believe. But hey, apparently I am, because there are people who actually like hearing my shitty jokes. Why else would they keep coming back to this channel? So I gotta be somewhat good. And if people come back to you, no matter where, it doesn't matter if it's a channel or whatever, it doesn't matter. If they keep coming back to you for whatever it is that you do, you gotta be good at something then. I think that's something worth noting. Seriously though, almost 6 years now. It's even hard to imagine that being the possibility, because every time one of my friends asks me about my channel, he always seems so oddly disappointed that I'm not doing better. Like he has that whiff, that aura of why aren't you quitting yet whenever he asks that. I know he's not really meaning it, because that's just the way he sounds. He happens to have that kind of a voice where it makes him sound disappointed in life all the time. But you can't help but feel that he just doesn't feel quite happy about it. Whatever, I mean, I'm happy, and that's all I need. I just want to be happy. And I am. And, well, that's good. I think that's what everyone should strive for just simple happiness. No need to go over the board. Like, who cares? Just do whatever the fuck you want. As long as you have fun, it's all good. Fuck the haters. Haters can go fuck themselves. Holy shit, I'm looking at the chat, I'm kinda buzzed and I'm seeing some weird shit. Hold on, let me comprehend this before I burst into something. Oh, thanks for the link on Wikipedia, by the way. Here's the thing, the only difference between somebody like you and those big guys is they heavily edit themselves. If you wanted to, you could do it. They also follow trends. Well, yeah, you are right on that. I mean, they do that. Me, on the other hand, I like to say that I don't really follow the trends because I don't care. I mean, most of the trends are kind of shit, so I don't really follow them. But also, they also do things that they like. Like, I'm not gonna judge them if they want to heavily edit themselves, that's fine. I'm sure they have the audience for it, and I'm sure that they like doing what they're doing. It's just that whenever somebody does something that they don't like and complain about it but still keep doing anyway, that's when I get a problem with that, because I mean, why are you doing something that you don't like doing? Just come on, dude. Step it up, swell up. What the fuck are you doing? You are a good Let's Player, since you give insight and like walkthrough of the video games. Well, if you say so, I guess. I never thought of it that way. I don't know what to tell you guys. Thanks. I mean, that's all I can really say. Just thanks. Man, this is awkward. I don't know what to tell you guys. I never expected to see something like this happen. Where people are like, you are a good Let's Player. I agree with you. You are a decent creature. You don't suck at life. I agree with you. It just feels weird, dude. It's like, you never expect to see something like that. And to think the channel started just because I was like, man, these Let's Players are so popular and all they do is play video games. I bet I could do that too. It all started because I was a foolhardy bastard who thought I could do just as well as everybody else. Boy, was I mistaken, but whatever. I've grown out of that shit. Hold on. Fat man gotta wait. All there for no way, I don't want to be president. I don't want to be a president, I'm sorry. Out of ammo? On a minigun? Oh no! I gotta use something else now! Ruined forever! I hate using different guns. Then I find my favorite. Oh well, I guess I gotta use something more explosive then. Problem is, with this boss fight, I don't have my damage boost right now, so I'm not doing well no matter what weapon I use. I gotta get my damage boost. Shit, dude, this is starting to feel like I'm playing Dota. Hold on, I gotta buff myself. Then I can kill this guy. Oh, I died. Well, that's disappointing. I suppose. If you get enough damage boost, you can really help yourself out, but you gotta unlock the damage boost. I forgot to mention that. Because of course. I don't know, the more I start playing this, the more I'm not convinced that this is a good game. And I'm being kind of annoyed by this because, like, come on. Yeah, I can see why you would be against editing. I'm not really a fan of editing either. I mean, if I wanna edit something, I only want to edit something that doesn't need to be on the screen in the first place. Like if I'm being retarded and I'm not doing something for like 3 hours or something, okay, I'll edit that out. Cause nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see a 20-year-old man being stupid on video games and complaining about shit. So I just edit that out, but if it ever comes to editing out like just regular stuff, like if all you want is just funny moments or all that shit, I don't know, I just don't see why that's so interesting to look at. Cause whenever, well, here's how I feel about it. When you have a channel that makes funny moments, eventually your funny moments will become predictable. That's how I feel about it, at least. And eventually the funny moments will just not be very funny. You'll have already be able to tell what's going to happen. when you have something like what we do, or like I did and I do and used to do, I should say, to be more accurate, we go for what's pretty much unedited footage. The only editing is like getting rid of the trash. And even then, some people don't do that sometimes, but that's entirely up to them. I don't really mind that too much myself. But like, eventually, your funny footage is gonna be predictable. It's not gonna be very funny. And unfortunately, there isn't much you can do about it too. No matter how hard you try, eventually you'll just run out of interesting and funny jokes to show and say. There's just not much you can do about it. That's just the way it is. It's like in the story making, really. There's only so many stories that you can make that are significantly different from one another before you start repeating some amount of it. I think it was about movies that I read that, where you can only make so many stories for the movies before you start kind of repeating yourself. Like if you repeat certain details or certain like scenes or something. I think the same thing happens with games nowadays as well. Like there's a good reason why a lot of the times when you're playing a game you start feeling like, oh, this is kind of like this game. Now, of course, that's not necessarily a bad thing when you start repeating certain elements. I mean, if you're doing it okay, if it's fun, if it's not a shitty kind of a repeat, that's fine. There's nothing bad with that. I will take a repeat as long as it's good. But if you get like a repeat that just makes you think, I could be watching this or I could be playing this instead, that's a shitty repeat. Dude, I saw a lot of things on the chat. Smash TV. Oh, hell yeah, Smash TV. Dude, I played Smash TV. It's interesting. I kinda like it, but at the same time it pisses me off. It's really fucking hard, but I think if I played it long enough, I'd really grow to it. I think I'd start to like it. I'm still reading the chat, by the way. Sorry for me just pausing like that, but I wanna read. As people try to market themselves as a personality instead of a person, they all inevitably turn into one-trick ponies. The thing about it is that people would still watch it. Yeah, a lot of people do. They watch it for years, but at some point it plateaus. Some get really rich before that happens. Either way, you always inevitably see old entertainers trying to reinvent themselves or repackage themselves. You guys got it. But I cannot disagree. I hope the music in the game isn't too loud, by the way. I have no idea. It's kind of loud for me, but if it sounds alright, though, whatever. But yeah, I've noticed that with comedians as well. I don't normally watch comedians because I feel that there's just not very interesting comedians around anymore. There used to be one around Lithuania. He was a local comedian. He was really good back in the days, but just like he said, eventually the jokes just became predictable. They kind of plateaued and you could just kind of tell. Like, they're still fun to watch, but they're not going to hold you around for a very long time. Unless you're a fan already, there's almost nothing that keeps you around. At least that's how I feel about it. Unless you're some kind of a hardcore fan of that person. Or, well, a fan in general, I should say. Eventually his jokes are just not gonna be wholly interesting. the only remedy that I can think of is constant innovation, but that is really hard to pull off. And I don't blame those people for just sticking to whatever works best for them. Because I can't imagine how fucking hard it is to make something out of scratch, like out of thin air. I already have trouble making just simple graphics for things on the channel, like the stream logo or whatever. And usually that's not something that's made from scratch. I already have some kind of idea that's based on something else. And still I have difficulties just getting it all together. Making something entirely original must be a real big pain in the ass. And whoever can do it really well, I commend those people. They really know how to get things done. Oh yeah, by the way, in case you ever show up in this game, like if you ever play this game and you end up in this place, be very fucking careful. There's a lot of enemies here. Pick up the power-ups and then just go nuts on these guys, cause it's the only way to survive. There's a lot of them. Like fuckloads of them. And if I start to sound a little bit drunk, that's not true. I am not drunk. I'm only slightly buzzed. This beer is good. I am glad I purchased it. It was a worthy purchase. I give it the DaGameTrain stamp of approval. It was a solid 10 out of 10. For my taste, at least. Flamethrower is cool. For some reason people don't like flamethrowers in video games. I will never understand that. Flamethrowers are cool. They're not meant to be super OP or long range. That's what makes them so good. Originality is taking something that already exists as inspiration and applying your own personality to it. You know, in a way, it really is. Because, you know, like, let's take us for example. Let's take us for example as Let's Players. We are not really doing anything original here. We're playing a game, we're talking some shit. A lot of people do that. A lot of people did that before our time. And some of them still do. I actually know a few channels that have been doing Let's Plays for so goddamn long that I'm surprised they are still so damn active and energetic about it. But they always have something different about it. It's like, you know it's a thing that you've seen before. You know what it is. You know it's not original, but at the same time you can't help but feel that it isn't unoriginal either. Like, at the very least, it's a weird mix of both. It doesn't make sense though to have both original and unoriginal in one thing, but in a way, it kind of is like that. And you can't really help it either, because coming up with something entirely out of thin air, like I said, completely uninspired by anything, just totally new, completely new thing, that requires a lot of effort. A lot more effort than I could ever muster myself, that's for sure. Something might start out as trite and hacky, but the more of yourself you put into it, the more of a new and different thing it becomes. It's like a conversation with the existing world and yourself. Your personality is your response to the world. That's the problem with linguistic distinctions. There's an inseparable relationship between something new and something old. I agree. I mean, that's pretty much all I got to say. I agree. Shit, I forget where I need to go. Oh, I need to be here. I forget that this level is kinda shorter than usual. You know, now that I think about it, actually, I don't know how I would feel if I ever found something super, like 100% original. Because in a way, I'm more used to things that aren't original, but rather homages, if you could call them like that, to something of the old days. Like recently, I've been getting a lot into various enhancements and remixes of old school game music. Like I think the channel that I've been visiting most often nowadays was MaestroDraven. He really doesn't have much in terms of music. He only has Streets of Rage 1 and 2, and he just barely started Revenge of Shinobi. But damn, whenever he starts working on the old school music, he really has talent. I mean, I don't particularly like the original bits that he adds to the soundtrack, but the enhanced versions of them, like the same old music but with better instruments, he really makes them sound so well. They sound like they would kind of feel like they feel like they would actually be on a Sega Genesis. If a Sega Genesis had a better sound chip, of course, but still, he really knows what he's doing. And in a way, that kind of is, in itself, original work. Because he takes something that was already there and applies his personality to it, like you said. And it really works. I mean, I think it's the only person that I ever taken music from and actively edited the music to better fit my tastes. I've never done something like that before, because in all other cases it's either just the same old thing, or the remix was just not very good. I kinda liked it, but I never felt compelled to do anything with it. God damn it, I just want to drink my beer and somebody fucking shoots me. Like, give me all your lunch money. No! Let me drink my beer. God damn it. Fuck, I think I accidentally spit a little bit of all of myself. Hold on. Well, that takes care of that beer. It was good. I liked it. That was too deep for me. You bet. You can do Smash TV alone, but you'd have a better gamer than me to do it. You have to be a better gamer than me to do any good, which isn't hard. Oh, come on. I never really thought you sucked. I always thought that you just weren't... like you never actually grew up with those old games. Because I mean, in my case, I like playing these old games not just because they're old and mysterious, it's also because I have a lot of experience with them. I have a much easier time playing them. If you always played something else, it shouldn't come as any surprise that you have a harder time with the older stuff. The older stuff was... well, it always was inherently harder, not only because of hardware limitations, but also of the design ideas. All I'm saying is that original and unoriginal are linked. Yeah, I really agree with that. I mean, what else can I really say, dude? They're so linked that you can't have original and unoriginal just be like a separate thing. I don't think you can have them separately. They're so interconnected that it's impossible to disconnect them at this point. When I was a kid, I was a much better gamer. Natural deterioration of mind and hand. My speech is deteriorating already. Fuck, I'm growing old and drunk. Help. Natural deterioration of mind and hand. Why do I keep trying to say hind? Hand-eye coordination. And I'm not as interested in gaming as I used to be. Well, you know what? If you're not into gaming too much, that's fine. I understand why people don't want to get into games, but everyone has their own argument for it. Some say, oh, it's for kids only. I don't agree with that, but whatever. If you feel like that's something that makes sense to you, alright, whatever. Or if you're busy, or whatever your reason is, I understand. I play games because I have the time, I like them, and because it's also a form of escapism, you know? Like, I can just turn on a game and have fun after a really shitty day, and I'll feel better about it. And I'm pretty sure everyone has their way of dealing with these kind of situations. Like, some people draw, some people play music, some people go to parties. Everyone has their way of relaxing. It's the same thing for me. Video games are my way of relaxing. And, well, if you're not really into gaming, that's fine. I mean, I'm not gonna force you to get into it if you don't really care about it. Because I feel like with any other hobby, if you don't really care for it, you probably shouldn't force yourself into it, because you're only gonna feel bad about it. Like, I know I tried a variety of different hobbies when I was younger, but I really didn't like either of them. Mostly because it wasn't really me who wanted to try the hobbies, but rather my parents or my friends or somebody else. I always thought, meh, why would I want to do that? That sounds stupid. Actually, that's how I felt about graphics editing at some point. Nowadays, I really like graphics editing, but I guess that's a different kind of a situation. It's more like getting used to a certain thing that you didn't like before. Or just, you know, a natural process of growing up. Like, I've read somewhere that we as humans are always changing as we grow up. We're never really the same. And I kinda agree with that. Like, when I was younger, I can recall myself being a lot more shy. I'd hardly ever talk. And of course, I'd also be a bloody gamer who never fucking left his room and everything. But nowadays, I like talking. I like talking about things. Doesn't matter if it's Videospiele. I like talking shit. And I think eventually I might change back to someone who's more reclusive when I'm older. I think it's only natural. And I'm not gonna fight it. Because, well, fighting your own nature is kinda stupid, like I said. It's also very fucking difficult. I relax by grinding my teeth in a dark room for hours at a time. You know, you guys talking about philosophy? Hold on, I gotta lower the sound a little bit. Like, this is getting a bit too loud for me. If a game is too quiet now, well, I'm sorry. I'll fix that soon. as soon as I muster up enough effort. But the game was getting kinda loud for me. You guys talking about philosophy got me to remember a few things. You see, back in school, we didn't exactly have philosophy classes. I don't think any schools ever had philosophy classes at all. What instead we had was ethics and religion. And you could freely choose what you want to do. Do you want to learn about the almighty word of Jesus Christus? Or do you want to learn about the ethics? And ethics was actually more like philosophy, I should say, because it never was just what is the right or the wrong thing to do in a specific kind of a system. It always looked into different philosophers and how they felt the world is supposed to work. I kinda liked the lessons, but I feel that the teacher was not too good at it, and also the rest of the classmates were just so disinterested that it was infectious. I often found myself disinterested just by default, without really even trying or thinking about it. But now that I think about it, there were some pretty interesting things too. We did read about a lot of philosophers. Unfortunately, I can't remember much about those classes because, well, like I said, the disinterest in the classes was highly infectious. Ouch, I died. It was really infectious to be so disinterested in the ethics classes that most of us would just skip the class entirely. I kinda regret doing that now because you'd think that philosophy is a thing that doesn't belong in our world anymore, but I'd say you'd be wrong if you said that, because while it doesn't necessarily apply to most, if not all, of the things that happen in the today's world, there are still useful things, useful insights to look into that have been seen in the past, that could still be applied to something today. Unfortunately, I don't have very good examples because my memory is foggy about all things philosophy. But I'm pretty sure there are good things out of it, and I still think that philosophy is still very useful today. It's just that you have to find a way to apply it to your life. Like, there will be philosophers, I think, that you're not gonna like. Like, they have weird ideas about how life works, and you're going to disagree with them. But is that really a bad thing? I don't think so. I think it's okay to disagree with certain ideas and certain people, because then it lets you think, why do you disagree with them? What's so weird and different about them? It makes your mind work, and you eventually come up with answers that someone might have never even thought about before. And this is very useful. Both parties can learn from something like this. Unfortunately, nowadays this doesn't happen very often because for some odd reason the current norm is that you want to be either like you want to be either a part of a group that always feels and thinks and does everything the same way, or you want to be a total fucking outcast. There's never a golden middle for these kind of things, which I imagine was kind of a thing back in the days as well. Like, back in the days, I think, if I remember correctly, philosophers back in the days were not considered to be very like, they weren't considered to be people that you should give a shit about. Mostly because some people thought that they were just assholes. Then in reality, they simply wanted to share their insights, but they didn't know how to do it. And you know, I kind of feel the same way. Like, I'm not a person of refined speech. I understand that I have a hard time explaining things that I want to say, but I can only do what I can do, and that is try to explain in my best. I do my best to explain as much as I can, And if people understand what I'm saying, then that means I have succeeded. If they don't, then the least I can do is ask them to ask me questions to try and explain what I meant in further detail. God damn, this stream is really turning into the deepest shit. I didn't think we would get philosophy lessons on Game&Chill of all places. God damn it. What have you done, people? You're making me enlightened. I don't want to be enlightened. Fuck me. I was suckered into this. Fuck you. God damn it. I'm looking at the chat right now because I see there's a lot of shit. I want to read some philosophy shit. Ethics are a branch of philosophy for sure. I think everything is personally. But again, linguistic distinctions tend to muddle things while clarifying them at the same time. Contradictory like originality versus unoriginality. Applying any idea to life, anything that applies to the application of knowledge. That's philosophy. To say that philosophy is obsolete is to say that humans are obsolete. God damn it. I agree. I have nothing to say against it. God damn it! I'm supposed to be the contrarian and you're making a fool out of me. Fuck you. No, but I do agree. Philosophy is pretty much a part of being human. Cause, well, I don't know much about philosophy, but I don't see why it wouldn't be. It makes us different enough from animals that we stand out as, well, what we are today, humans. It depends on the philosopher. Modern society is built in many ways of the teachings of certain philosophers. I just have to stand up for worthless philosophy because I'm a worthless philosopher. Oh, come on now. I will never say that philosophy is worthless. I mean, the most I will ever say is that philosophy is not as useful anymore. And even then, I'm probably going to say that as a very strong maybe. Because I don't really believe that. I think philosophy, if it's not useful right now, like new philosophy, it may not be useful right now, new insights and everything, but the older insights are still very useful. And it kind of makes sense too in a way, because when you're learning stuff, you're not learning something that was just discovered. You're learning something that was discovered a long time ago by people who were considerably smarter and probably more dickish than us. I don't know about you, but I always imagine smart people to be complete assholes and shit talkers. I don't know why, but it just makes sense to me. It's probably because I never have seen a normal person act the same way as we do. Because I mean, we talk about the smart stuff and all that, but we also tend to say such stupid shit that it really makes one wonder when they see us. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Like shit, if people saw the kind of stuff we talk about, let's say on the Discord server for the DaGameTrain, god damn, they would really wonder what the fuck is wrong with us. Like yesterday, what the fuck was that kind of discussion anyway, about flexing anus and all that? What was that? And yet we are the same kind of people that take philosophy seriously, among other things. I think it only makes sense that a philosopher back in the day would be the same kind of a shit talker as we are today. Except maybe more sophisticated, but you never know. I mean, if you ever read the Pompeii graffiti list, you'll know that we really have not grown any more mature than they used to be back then. Back then Pompeii was not buried under a pile of ash. As far as I get it, philosophy is just thinking, using the brain, as opposed to common sense. Yeah, it is exactly that. It's thinking about stuff. It's trying to comprehend, well, that's my definition at least. It's trying to think and comprehend the things that exist in the world. Doesn't matter what it is, it's just you think about it and you try to comprehend it. That might be not the right definition, but I mean, it kind of makes sense, I think. Like, if I think very strongly about why cats are so fucking weird, isn't that a minor form, at the very least, of philosophy? Because I am thinking about stuff. Though it probably isn't something that you would associate with philosophy. It's usually like, why do I exist? Or, what is the meaning of my life and all that? You know. Well, actually, now that I think about it, the cat analogy probably doesn't work all that well, because that would be more like science rather than philosophy. Unless you want to consider philosophy a part of science, in which case it would work either way. I'm still in this fucking level, god damn it! Yeah, when you're playing, talking, and being drunk a little bit at the same time, this really does drag out. Now I'm starting to feel like I'm actually playing a full-length Serious Sam game. Is this how you're supposed to play it? If that's the case, I found the secret to this game. Play it while you're drunk and talking with people about philosophy, of all things. If it works, it works. More dickish? Yes. Smarter? I don't know. I'm not sure what smarter means in a general sense, only as it relates to specific things. Father is smarter than me when it comes to speaking the native Lithuanian language. I don't know that shit. I'm dumber than a baby in that respect. That is correct. But then again, I'm not much smarter than you think I am. I mean, I can talk it. But when it comes to the intricacies of the Lithuanian language, I'm a total doo-doo head. Philosophy is considered simply the love of knowledge classically. Yeah, that is good. You can be graduated on mathematics with a blah blah blah. With that title and all, if you do something you don't know, you would look like in... People, you are making me confused. But not because you sound weird, but because I never thought I would have an audience of actually intelligent people. I mean, I put a message in the channel's about page that this is not a channel for people under 18 years of age. But I never thought I'd actually get people that, at the very least, think like people that are above 18 years of age. At least to some metric, because nowadays it doesn't seem like it matters much what age someone is. They're still fucking stupid most of the time. I could use more minigun ammo. I think I'll save some ammo so I can get more ammo. If you don't shoot ammo, you save ammo. Really? Tell me more. You are so intelligent.
Damn, flank.
I am enlightened by my intelligence. Except not really. Actually, this is a more unique boss fight, I gotta say, cause well, you wanna pick up all the pieces of the key card, but only some of the spiders have some of the parts. One other part is missing, and you get to fight one of these green dudes with 4 arms that shoots green balls. Normally these are very common mooks in other Sam games, but here it's a full-fledged boss fight, and I really like that. Because I think it always deserved that kind of a title. They shoot fucking magic after all. They deserve to be a boss fight, but they never get to be. About fucking time. And dude, look at that sprite work. He looks fucking amazing. Whoever did the sprite work for this guy is fucking great. You could learn some shit from that. I could learn some shit from that. Even though I don't draw for shit, I could still learn something or other. Dude, this is good stuff. As far as graphics and music goes, this game is good. I will never complain about the graphics. Like the Hammerwatch graphics are good too, but this is even better. Like this is about as great as a Hammerwatch-esque game can get in terms of graphics, as far as I'm concerned. And the music is good too, like I said. Why am I always low on minigun ammo? Why is he throwing fucking floor panels at me? I don't have a fetish for that. Stop that. I died again. You can die a lot in these kind of boss fights, so playing with infinite lives is actually better. Because for some reason, if you play with normal lives, you just get forced to restart the entire level. You don't get any checkpoints, and I think that's stupid. Then again, the originals had that too, but you would have a very easy way of auto-saving. Here I don't even know what the autosave button is, if there is such a thing. Here we go. I burninated him. Got my shit. There's all kinds of stupid. Yes. Yes. There are many things. There are many categories of stupid and fucking dumb and retarded and imbecile. I mean, I've seen some pretty dumb shit recently, but that was more related to drama, which, man, I don't even know if I want to make a video about the drama that's been happening lately, cause who gives a shit? It's not like that group is gonna survive long enough anyway. It's a piece of shit. Ugh. Another enemy that looks like from Doom. I thought Serious Sam was an FPS. Well, it is. The guys who made this game probably blow each other and cosplay as Doom characters. You never know it, really. I mean, you say that as a joke, but they probably do. Ow. God damn it, I died with a good power-up. Whatever. Drama is for your mama. Yeah. I really hate getting myself involved into all the internet drama because it just never fucking ends. But I swear, most of the time, I'm not even doing anything. It just fucking happens. Like, god damn it. I'm just being myself, you know, minding my fucking business, and suddenly, oh, you know what? You're a piece of shit. You're harassing people. "Go fuck yourself, Walter Richards!" And I'm like, "What the fuck, dude? What did I do? I just play video games. What do you mean I harassed people?" And then they're like, "Oh, but you harassed your friend, remember?" "No, can you prove it?" "No, I can't. I don't have proof. But you better believe me, cause you did." "No! Go fuck your mother." Fucking asshole. If you ain't got the proof, you ain't got shit. Seriously, I really fucking hate this drama. I wish it would finally fucking end. I'm not even doing anything half the fucking time. You're a very blunt fellow, and I think that hurts people's feelings sometimes. Well, fuck them. If they're too soft-skinned for me, that's not my problem. Especially when they come on my domain, like my channel or something, and they're like, "Oh, you swear too much." "Oh, really? Where have you been the past 5 fucking years?" "Welcome to the real world. I will be your guide. By the way, go fuck yourself." That's how I feel sometimes, but I never actually go all that way. I mean, that would be dickish. And I don't really like being a dick. But sometimes, you just gotta be a total fucking asshole sometimes. Just to assert your dominance and show these people what the fuck's going on. Sometimes you gotta be like, "Yeah, I am a fucking asshole. What are you gonna do about it, bitch?" Because otherwise we'll just keep stepping on you. And I hate doing that, because I'd prefer to be a nice guy. I don't like getting in conflict. But they leave me no choice. It's like I have to be a dickhead. Sometimes. I mean, it doesn't happen very often, but when it does happen, I have to be a dickhead. Because otherwise, I'm just not going to have an easy time. People gonna step on my head and think they can push me around. I ain't down for that. Really hate that shit. Why can't we just all be fucking friends? Like, god damn it. People are just sensitive. You're a fine young lad. Small YouTube guy is still going? Oh hell yeah, dude. He is still going at it. Actually, I gotta tell you something. I don't know if you saw it on Twitter, cause I imagine most of you don't go to Twitter often, cause Twitter is garbage. But well, the Mr. I help small YouTubers guy is like fucking retarded. I mean, he had a discussion with another person who he accused of harassing me, while at the same time accusing me of harassing him, so we apparently harassed each other. Makes sense in some universe, I guess. I don't know what the fuck he was on that day. We harassed each other, now we're friends. Yeah, makes fucking sense. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, he was talking with him. Then I joined the conversation, and at one point I'm just like, "Oh, so you don't mind spamming like you always do, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, I don't mind spamming at all." What an idiot! He just admitted to spamming, to breaking the terms of service on YouTube, and he kept going at it. He kept admitting all the stupid shit he does, and I just picked up screenshots, all secret and shit. And now I'm planning to report him to YouTube with all the pictures and shit. And they're probably gonna have to do something because there's undeniable proof now. I mean, if the person himself admits that he's breaking the rules, that's about as much evidence as YouTube would ever need. I'm an asshole to everybody at some point because I don't like hiding my warts and compromising who I am for the sake of somebody's approval. Yeah, dude, I mean, isn't that just the way to go though? Because I mean, people like us, do we want to be friends with people who are sensitive? That's the question. Me personally, no. Because then it means I have to censor myself, I can't be myself, I gotta abide to his little bullshit things that he's so sensitive about. No thanks. I'd rather not have friends at that point. As sad as it may sound, I mean, look, come on. Say what you will, but life is harsh. You gotta toughen up. If you don't toughen up, life is gonna be a real bitch to you. There's just no other way around it. It's survival of the fittest. In our case, we're not killing each other. At least not physically. So we gotta swell up. And if we don't, well, we're gonna get eaten. And I don't approve of that. And if I'm starting to sound like a fucking weirdo now, I'm sorry. But I'm slightly intoxicated. I am not held responsible for the things that I'm going to say at any point in time after this sentence. So if I say something really fucking stupid, excuse me. But I'm not in the right mindset. Even though I'm not really drunk, the alcohol is still doing its influences. And I don't give a shit. Small YouTube guys going down, hell yeah! People can't all be friends because when personalities clash, we take it personally. It's hard not to do it sometimes, but you have to try because we are all imperfect. Yeah, dude. I mean, I'll always say, I am not a fucking saint. I am not a nice guy. That much is certain. I'm not gonna hide that fact. I will never say that I'm a fucking saint. At least, well, in most cases. Like if I'm comparing someone to myself, maybe. But in most cases, hell no. I'm not a fucking saint. I've done stupid shit before. I have done things that I do not like to talk about. But what separates us from complete fucking assholes, like evil assholes and animals, is that we are capable of learning from our mistakes and becoming better as a result. We may never become perfect human beings, but at least we can come pretty close. I don't want to say that what we are the closest we can get to the perfect human, but I like to think that we're close enough. Like we're close enough. Like about 50% close enough. Think of it as you will. I don't care. It's just my opinion. By the way, we're getting very close to the end of this game. I should check how much time we spent on this already. I have no idea. It kind of feels like almost 2 hours at this point. Look at all these cute aliens. Wait, that's armor. I need that. And health. Give me that shit. Dziękuję. Should I increase the volume on the game or should I just keep it as it is right now? Now I'm starting to see the similarities between the creatures in Doom and here. Though I wouldn't be surprised if Serious Sam was influenced by Doom. I think it did come out after Doom. So it wouldn't be very surprising. It's a good case of original and unoriginal combining once again. To surely come back to that topic. It just shows that you don't have to be particularly original to make a good game. Man, the stream archive of this particular stream is probably gonna be pretty popular, all things considered. All the philosophy going on in the background. Me not being upset about most things except that small YouTube's guy. For the record, he can go fuck himself for all I care, cause he's a piece of shit. But you know, that's kind of commonplace for these kind of people. Oh yeah, man, definitely. Serious Sam is definitely a Doom clone, that much is certain. But that doesn't mean that it's bad. I mean, the 3D games, the classics, those are really good. I'm never gonna complain about those. I like every single one of them except Serious Sam 2. But even then, I just think the graphical style and a few other things are just odd. The gameplay is fine. All the other classics though are just great. I don't have any complaints about them. I love them. And they can be as much of a Doom clone as we want to be. Hell, you want to talk about clones? Sonic Mania. Dude, that's like a clone of Sonic 1, 2 and 3. It's coming out soon. I don't give a shit if it's a clone. I don't give a shit if it's supposed to be just another 2D game. I'ma fucking get it. I wanna play that son of a bitch. Cause it looks like it's gonna be good. And every time I talk about it, I have to mention the talent that's behind Sonic Mania. It's just so important because the people that are working behind it are really talented people. For the music, there's T. Lopes. You can find him on YouTube. He has a channel. He puts up a lot of music there, and it's all good stuff. He really knows what he's doing. And Christian Whitehead, that motherfucker knows what he's doing. He made some good ports. I'm pretty confident in saying that Sonic Mania is gonna be a good game. And if it isn't, fucking shoot me. Can't we all just get along? I wish. I wish we could, dude. I wish. Seriously though, I don't care if you're not hyped for Sonic Mania. I am. And I will be. Because I kinda care for the franchise. Not really, not as much as most other people, but I wanna see a good franchise thrive. Back on the classic series, it was always good stuff. Well, until they picked up on the handhelds and other things, then it started getting shit. But as far as I'm concerned, it was a good franchise. And if this game actually picks it off from the ground, it could be revived pretty easily. It could have another, I don't know, golden age or something of this sort. It could really get something good going again. Ow. I keep dying. Man, I'm glad I have infinite lives. Fuck. This one asshole with his rockets, I swear. He keeps hitting me so hard. There we go. Much better. I probably wouldn't shoot you. I don't have much of an opinion on Sonic. I know he's polarizing. I like the games up to Sonic and Knuckles though. Yeah, I like those first three as well. Sonic CD was pretty good too. I really hope Mania turns out to be as good as it looks though. Cause I think it's about time for a good game. From what I heard, cause I didn't really go out of my way to play these kind of games. From what I heard, the franchise was mostly meh up until this point. So I really hope that this comes out to be really good, cause it looks good, it has good talent behind it. It would really suck if it didn't come out to be good. I think that would really cement the rest of the franchise's fate at that point. Like, even if good talent couldn't make a good game, what hope does the franchise have at that point? It's kind of the same way for Turok 2 actually. I don't know if you saw, but Turok 2 has a remake, like a remastered version, available on Steam. I bought it on day one because I love Turok 2. And I don't regret it. It was a gamble, but it paid off. It's like the same game, but it's refreshed. They didn't add stupid things that nobody asked for. They didn't remove things that nobody wanted removed. They just made the game as it is back in the days, fixed the stuff that nobody liked, kept the things that everybody liked, and they also revived the multiplayer scene. And it works. And I have nothing to say other than compliments for it. Hell, a lot of people now think that because of how successful the remaster was on sales, that they could probably revive the rest of the franchise. I'd love to see that. Hey, wait a minute, isn't that somebody I need to shoot? It is, but how do I get inside there? Bitchka. Yeah, everybody forgets about Sonic CD for some reason. Sonic CD was good. I mean, it was different, it had ideas that some people may not agree with, but I think it was good. Like, the time travel mechanic really worked for it, because it was simple, it didn't do anything stupid. It's just like, you go to the past, it's a different level. You go to the future, it's a different level. And that's it. That's all you really need for a simple game like that. And the PC port that came out not too long ago, all things considered, by Christian Whitehead, who's now working on Sonic Mania, was really good. So that's even more of a factor for me. Like, it's even more of a convincing factor that the game will come out to be pretty good. Sonic Mania, that is. I'm convinced that it'll be good. You go to the past to have the shitty games that suck ass. You mentioned that, and I'm surprised that AVGN is still around and still active. It's quite amazing. He's like one of the oldest reviewers of our time. Of course, you can kinda tell when you're watching his latest stuff that he has changed over times, and the quality may or may not have dropped a little bit, but I don't know. I don't really care. I think he still got it. In a way, I think that the way he changed his format a little bit to be more calm is actually more beneficial. Because it's nice to see all the rage, but if it's nothing but the rage, it just gets a little obnoxious. Finally, I got all the fucking keys. So in this level you want to pick up all the keys and then go to the middle. Yeah, he's got a lot more content and, well, he gotten older. I still watch him too. I think he's still good. I don't watch him very often, but whenever I do, I can see why people still watch him. Like the daily content that he puts out, it's perfectly fine. I mean, it's not amazing. Some people may be able to do it better than him in some instances, but whatever. He does it his way and it works. And whenever the actual reviews come out, they're still good. They still get the point across and they still do the job just fine. It's just that they have less rage. And I personally prefer it that way. Yeah, I agree. If it's nothing but rage, it just feels like a gimmick or a character trait or something. You gotta have, well, something different. In this case, I don't think that someone who only has rage to go for him would survive for a very long time, because it just gets old really fast. I think that's how that irate gamer, the copycat of AVGN, died off. I haven't heard a thing of him a long time ago. I don't think anyone even remembers who the fuck that is. I barely know him. I never seen anything from him. And I'm not planning to. But Jesus fuck, I finally can tell you something good. We're almost done with the game! This is the last level. Like, some of these later levels are really long, but you know, I approve of that. For a serious Sam game, I think it needs to be longer. It needs to have length. Obvious fake rage is funny sometimes. I guess. I mean, I've never done that. I think. I mean, I can't tell you exactly. I may have done that. But most of the time, I can say without a doubt that whenever I'm pissed off at a game, it's pretty genuine. Like, you want some pissed off, you can see my Pac-Man 2 The New Adventures or Fantasia playthroughs. That's some genuine pissed off. And all because those games deserve that. They fucking suck! They're pieces of shit and they just... I'll stop. I already had a lot to say about those two games before. I probably shouldn't talk about them too much now. I mean, this is called Game and Chill, not Game and Get Pissed Off. Dude, though, I gotta tell you, this level's music is great. I gotta pump it up a bit. I forget the name of whoever did the music, but whatever he did here, it was amazing. I fucking love it. It's funky fresh, dude. If that's the right way of calling it, of course. I don't care. It's funky fresh to me. I love it. Oh no, I died again! Sounds very Euro dance club. I guess. I mean, I've never been to a dance club myself. I don't see the appeal. I don't go to that shit. Oh, I died. Well, damn, that was quick. But I can kind of see it. I imagine this would actually play in a dance club. Even if it wouldn't, I don't care. It sounds good, and that's all I care about. I also like how you can destroy wood with an electro cannon. It makes no fucking sense. I'm going to electrocute a very fine insulator. And it works. I mean, sure, I guess. It really shouldn't, but whatever. It's serious, Sam. It has aliens in it, for fuck's sake. I seem to be missing something. Alright, I need to go this way first. Or do I? Wait a minute. What the fuck? I did destroy it. So... Am I missing something? I mean, that opens up that. Oh, here we go. I'm just blind. Okay. Good to know that my vision is deteriorating just about as fast as anyone else's who is a fucking idiot. Finally, now we can get a move on. Ah, fuck, but I forget what makes this level so annoying. Fucking ninjas! You're a Euro dance club guy. With your chest hair, hand knot, and all that. I like to listen to vaporous waves on my iPod while I knit sweaters for my grandchildren. Actually, the green smog in this level is something you should avoid because it's poisonous. And poison is bad for your health. Who would have known? By the way, hello Mr. Fail Panzer. Haven't heard from you in a while. How are you doing? Are you doing alright? I also like in this level, if you're good enough, you can actually prevent enemies from triggering self-defense mechanisms. It takes quite a bit of effort to do that, but if you can do it, it's very satisfying to achieve it. I smoke crocodile and eat my own flesh. Now that is some pro-choice right there. Hey, what the fuck, dude? That's a switch behind spikes. Fuck you. I'm not falling for that shit. That's retard bait. I'm not falling for that. Fuck you. Okay, how about this button? And then this. Oh, they! Well, that seemed to do something. The idea here is you want to get to these 3-button switches and reroute some missiles. Because, spoilers, aliens want to blow up the Earth. Because they hate us for some reason. Well, we can come up with a lot of reasons to hate us. But let's just pretend that we don't know the reason for now. Let's just pretend. She did it as a joke, huh? It's kind of a weird joke, but whatever, I'm not judging. I mean, what else can I say? You American people are fucking great. You are so exotic that I simply can't look away. And I love you all for it. Except when I don't. But in your case, don't worry, I do. Now if only Putin loved us just as much. That would be so good. We could like avoid getting occupied again. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna count my blessings and say that we're probably gonna get occupied within the next 5 years. This is a good thing I'm leaving this year. So I won't get occupied. Fuck the Russians. Man, wouldn't it be quite awkward if suddenly a Russian showed up on the stream and you heard me say that? Fuck the Russians! You'd be like, wow, what an asshole! Fuck you! Suka blять! And all that. That would be fucking hilarious though. I'd love that to happen. It actually did happen, sort of, but that was on Discord. The Iron Curtain isn't so bad. I mean, well, it isn't bad. I mean, it's a curtain made out of iron. The mosquitoes won't fly through. We're pretty good, and you know, immigrants can't come in. They can't fuck up our economy anymore because there's nothing left to fuck up. All in all, it doesn't sound all that bad or different from the reality. It's already garbage to live in Lithuania, so I don't know. Russian occupation might actually make things better. But they probably won't even bother, because who the fuck wants to invade Lithuania? You have to be a whole new breed of idiots to actually consider such a thing. Hold on, guys, let me turn off the smoke! Oh, don't shoot at me, please! I just want to kill you in a safe and friendly environment. Why is that such a bad thing? I really don't understand, man. Come on. Throw me a bone. Or if you prefer, you can always say throw me a boner, but that's kind of just weird. I don't normally say that. I know Jorgen would say that, but he's Jorgen. He's like the gayest person in the DaGameTrain, so we can't exactly do anything about it. If he wants to be full homo, well, they're not gonna shame him. I mean, they're also not allowed by the law to do that, but whatever. Game now costs 155 stone wheels? What the fuck? I grind the porridge and play with wooden puppets. That's what my parents used to do. Don't make fun of that. Like hell. When Americans were playing with computers and shit, we Lithuanians back in that time of day, like in that period of time, I should say, were busy surviving in the farms. We were so behind times, but we kind of still are actually. I think it's safe to say that the ghost of communism isn't gonna die anytime soon. Give it about 50 years and it will finally perish. Unless, of course, some idiotic, lame-brained piece of shit decides, oh, but communism is so much fun, it's so much better than this one thing that keeps me alive. Say all you want about capitalism, but I'd rather take that over communism. At least I get to buy food. Not like communism where you're like, oh, I would like to eat something today. I wonder if the shop has anything. Fucking shit, dude. That actually worked. Nice. The head of the space program is a goat. Dude, they're more likely to kill each other than to become super sentient super creatures or something of the sort. If only because somebody will be like, I don't like you guys, go fuck yourselves, I'm gonna kill everyone. Like someone's gonna be a massive fucking edgelord and try to kill the entire world and actually succeed. That's how I imagine the world will end. An edgelord is just gonna be teleporting behind people and say, nothing personnel, kiddo. It is likely. I mean, that's what North Korea is doing. They just keep throwing rockets all over the place, being like, nothing personnel, Americano. and the Russians are teleporting around, making everyone drunk and pissed off and supporting communism like nothing personnel, kiddo. But the Russians were pretty pissed off over the latest restrictions that they got. It's like, we're going to restrict some more shit on you. And the Russians are like, oh yeah? Well, how about I send all of your diplomats back home? Yeah, that'll show them. Yeah, that showed them, alright. Fucking losers. That'll show them, right? Right, Daddy Putin? Yeah, at least Americans do something, unlike the rest of the world. Like, what the fuck has EU and NATO have done lately? I can't name a single thing because nobody ever mentions anything. The most I can mention is just them setting up some kind of tanks and stuff, like doing military exercise around the Russian border and being like, look at our giant e-penis, guys, aren't we amazing? Meh. Unless you have giant killer walker mechs, I am not impressed. Besides, it's about fucking time. Japanese people have exoskeletons and you ain't got no fucking walker mechs? Go fuck yourself, dude. You ain't good. Your e-penis is so tiny that I can't even see it in Photoshop at full zoom in. It's really hard to say what the situation is for North Korea, because not only do they look like they're being bullied by other countries, but also it appears like North Korea is taking it and just trying to fight it. Like they're trying to out-bully the bullies. It's hard to tell who is wrong and who is right at this point. There's so very little honesty in the world, it really pisses me off. Why can't we all just meet up with North Korea and be like, what's your fucking problem? And they tell us what the problem is, and then the rest of the countries tell what their problem is, and then we just sort it out. No, that's too fucking hard, because politicians have to be born retarded. Like, Jesus Christ. How do politicians even come to exist? They don't even look like human beings in terms of their intelligence. They always come off as such huge retards that it really boggles my mind. Say what the fuck you want about the politicians, there's one thing that is universally true. They're all a bunch of shit. More so than... It's more true in other countries than others, I suppose, but still. I think I'm not wrong when I say that. At least to a certain degree. Out of ammo. God damn it. God damn it. What if North Korea is secretly lit as fuck? Lithuania has a fascist government? I don't know about that. They're more like retarded than fascist, but I mean, if you feel that way, I suppose. I'd actually call it more feudalistic than fascist, but that's just me. like how his talking cycle is just him munching something. Like he's munching on some really thick meat or something. It looks weird. What? Using a flamethrower on wood is more effective than electricity? Wowzers! I've never thought of it that way. What's that thing kids say nowadays? Shakes my head? Yeah, I'm doing that right now. Shaking it. In complete disappointment. As to how realistic that one bit is. I didn't ask for realism when I turned on Serious Sam. Get this shit out of my face. Give me bullshit instead. Good thing I didn't pay for this. If the devs found out that I didn't pay for this game, I don't think they would be happy about it, but who gives a shit? What are they gonna do? What are you gonna do? Stab me? Powerful people create specific environments. It's like the contradictory war on terror, contributing to terrorist attacks. It's a game, man. I use a flamethrower on my wood in the morning. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm a trans-suicide bomber. I sexually identify myself as a nuclear missile. Oh, but I do have to say, just in case, if you're gonna talk about religion and politics, just keep it civil, like no shit flinging. Other than that, go nuts. Because I mean, I don't care what you think about either religion or politics, that's entirely up to you. But we can resort to having no shit flings. I'm pretty sure of that. I think we can all resort to not resolving to petty insults. Because I mean, okay, like I'll start. I think religion is shit. Fight me in real life. Yeah, I really think that if we're gonna talk about these kind of topics, let's just not delve into the petty insults. That's all. That's all I'm asking. Other than that, go nuts. No restrictions. Because I mean, if you want petty insults, we can just go to the Discord server for that, because there anything goes. Like, we don't have restrictions. For the most part, I mean, there's only one rule on the DaGameTrain Discord server, and that is don't be a dick, but that's it. Other than that, go fucking nuts. I mean, we don't care. You can be as much of a dickhead as you want, as long as you don't be a dick. I mean, if it makes sense, of course. I mean, just don't be a total fucking asshole, that's all. That's all. Liking traps makes you gay! I agree. Traps are gay, and if you like traps, you are a homo. How many populations is Lithuania? About 3 million's worth. Well, that used to be the thing. It's now around 2.5 million, I believe, because the majority of people left the country. I am a post-humanist, meaning that all belief systems are dumb, because people are dumb. And we need to make some kind of new animal that might end up being a little smarter than we are. Oh yeah, 3 million, so it's like one city in any other country. Isn't it fucking sad? It's like our entire country is about the size of one town in France, maybe, or some other place. One village in America and one countryside village in China. It's fucking sad, dude. And people leave the country all the time because this country sucks so much. Nobody wants to be involved. Come to Lithuania. Come for the sights, don't stay for anything. That should be the slogan. So this is the final boss fight. You gotta fight 2 killer mechs. It's not that hard. At least right away, because eventually the dickhead that you were chasing throughout this level is gonna be a super asshole. He's gonna be like, oh, you're destroying my mechs? Well, how about I try to repair them? Fuck you. Fuck you and your mobile engineering team. Wait, that's not the person I'm supposed to be burning? Or is it? No. God damn it. It's hard to tell which one is supposed to be which. I keep dying all the fucking time in this game. Well, it's kind of normal for a serious Sam game to be like that, where you die all the time. Would you quit sending those engineers? Fuck's sake. I need a weapon that hurts. I wish these guys would drop me some ammo, but they ain't doing that. Ow. You know, you don't need to kill me all the time. I am pretty capable of killing myself, thank you very much. Motherfucker, didn't I kill all of you assholes? Unfortunately, it doesn't matter because this asshole loves to spawn a lot of fucking engineers all the time. So you gotta be super fast in killing them. However, if you're not unlocking all of your perks via cheats right away, so well, you're gonna have a hard time, because this prick just spawns so many of them that by the time you're done killing one group, another one is already there. I hate that shit. And they always try to hide from your guns. Well, fuck you, dude, I just wanna kill this thing. Let me smash. Oh, fuck off! I just finished hurting it! And they're gonna end up fixing this son of a bitch by the time I'm done killing the engineers. I hate this boss fight. I'm running out of fucking ammo, damn it. Motherfucker! The worst thing about this is that whenever they start fixing these son of a bitch, he's shielded, and I can't do anything. I wish it would stop switching my damn guns. Come on, die, you son of a bitch. There we go, that's one of them. Now I get some ammo back. This should be a bit easier, but I doubt it. Well, I guess I'll just use balls. Balls are great. Yeah, they seem to hurt. Balls seem to do the job. Yeah, I think it does. I think it works. Ah, but then these pricks show up, trying to be all, let me fix that shit for you. I didn't fucking ask for fixing. And now to make things even more annoying, this last mech that exists here also happens to have a stun gun. So if you get stunned, you can't even kill the fucking engineers in time. I don't think flamethrowers on killer mechs work all that well. Maybe we should try something different. Like a gun that explodes. Yeah, this ought to do it. I love the death sounds in this game. Hey, is that an ammo pack? I could use one of those. Fucking engineers! Why do you need so many fucking engineers? Jesus! I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the chat right now. I wanna kill this shit first. Seriously, what's with all the fucking engineers? I don't even have enough stamina half the time. They're full upgrades to attack all the fucking engineers at the same time. What the fuck do they want me to do? There you go. Fuck you. Now I can look at the chat. Did you ever finish the Japanese campaign on the RTS? Yes. I live in a town of 20,000 people, roughly. Huh. Well, I live in a town that only has 5,000 people, and it's considered to be like a city. It really does sound like you're taking it up the butt when you're getting shot. Traps are gay, but balls are great. Hell yeah, dude. I mean, no homo and all that. Oh boy! Fighting bosses on a limited time? Even better! Yeah, this is the last boss for real. That was just a warm-up. Garbage. Come down here, bitch. I'm gonna shoot you in the face. So whenever he's shielded, he'll summon a clone. Shoot the clone, you can then shoot him. That is, of course, if you don't get accidentally killed and lose all of your fucking damage boost. Which tends to happen pretty often for me. You also need to kill him fast enough, because otherwise the game, I think, glitches out and doesn't let you escape. Which is really fucking weird. Laugh all you want, bitchka. I don't give a shit. I'm invincible! I am made out of bullshitium! You can't stand a chance! Can I escape now? Thank you! So this is supposed to be like super hard? I mean, I died a couple of times, but it's supposed to be super hard? I couldn't tell. Oh, here's my escape pod. Step here, wait a little bit, and you done it. You done did it. Yes. You done the thing. Hooray! Feels good, man. How long was I fucking streaming anyway? Jesus, it's nearly been 3 hours! For this one fucking game? God damn it. Oh, fuck you, game. Don't suck your own cock. That's disgusting. Fuck, dude. I didn't think I would be spending like 3 hours on this thing. I thought it would be like at most an hour for this game. Shit. Congrats, you did a do. Yes, I did a do. I done the diddly ding. Well, fuck, it's been 3 hours and I still want to record some stuff today, so I think I'm gonna go take a break. I'm gonna then record some stuff, and if I still got the time, I'll do another stream. This was pretty fun, I gotta say. Very lively chat today. It was a good day to stream. Thanks for showing up, everyone, and I'll see you soon. See you later.